Bridge of Hope. Waiting for Mr. Tavis Myrick, the director of a lot of things around here. So come down and let us hear it. Yes, I am. How are you today?
I'm good.
Good. All right, where are we going?
We're going to the conference room.
All right, cool. How's your day been? It's pretty quiet around here.
It's very quiet. Good for work.
That's just awesome. So what are you guys doing today?
All right, so I'm taking a moment. Hi, my name is Brenda, the bookkeeper here.
Hi, Miss Brenda.
And we're going to go through my Manifest Theological Institute, where I keep track of their student payments and keep their status updated with whether they are current or delinquent. And I give him a little feedback every month just to see where they are, and he keeps it in his head. So I'm like, okay. And he can't remember all these students and their status, so I have to put it on paper. So
Wow.
we're going through that today.
Okay, so this you are what? Well, who are you, Mr. Tavis? If you can, give us a little intro.
I'm the Director of Education for Manifestations Worldwide. In this very moment, I'm the Dean for Manifest Theological since we're going over finances for the Theological School.
Nice.
So we're going over individual student payments.
Wow, what is that like to be a dean over an entire college or MTI, as well as the director of Bridge of Hope, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. What is that like? How do you juggle that? Along with all the other cool things that you do, like GQ and stuff?
It's really the team. It's her. You see all the papers she has? It's her that's and she just hid the rest of her papers right there.
Wow.
So they're the ones that's really managing everything. I just provide a little bit of direction.
Wow. No, that's really cool. So like, what does that look like? What does the day-to-day look like for y'all?
Oh, for me, taking a time to go over all the receipts for the expenses that are generated by the programs. I keep track of several different divisions, and we go through a receipt type of meeting where he gives me a receipt, designated as what area, for what purpose, description, what category, those type of things. I then transfer all of that information to a spreadsheet where we can pull reports at a whim, like whether he would like him by a category, whether he would like him by a description. I know Excel is kind of antiquated. We wanted to do QuickBooks one time, but we never really got that. I'm more familiar with Excel, so I kind of can give him the reports that he needs and the financial outlook based on my Excel spreadsheet that we keep track of on a monthly basis. So for me, it's fun messing with numbers. I try to
Yes.
So, and then he gets the reports and do what he do.
How long have you been doing this? Have you always been somebody who's good at numbers and like math and stuff?
All right, yeah. I did go to college for 1 year to be a math teacher.
Okay.
In fact, right. But I got into accounting and accounts receivable at a large company, New England Life Insurance Company.
Nice.
And Time Warner Retail Sales and Managing. We used to keep track of multi-million-dollar bookcases. Books kind of fell through the wayside. Magazine kind of fell through the wayside and became a little bit more automated. But I also worked with New England Life when they first started doing auto drafts. I was the one that actually did the auto draft.
Wow.
When it first got started. And working with numbers from then on sort of give me that ease of work that I don't mind coming to work for. So
Right. That's good. So you're passionate about this.
yeah, I like and I hate to be wrong. I hate to mess up.
Yeah.
I like to have my numbers accurate. It may take me a double, because I always say check and double check. That was my motto in making sure before I give the numbers that I check and double check. And if I was wrong, I know where I went wrong at,
Right.
So you got like a system of checks and balances, and you can go back to those specifics and start from the littlest and go up to the biggest, and you'll find where your error is. So I really
I feel like there's a life lesson. That's a life lesson. I really do feel like you see exactly where you went wrong, so that you can trace it back. Then once you there, you can learn from it and not do that again. I like that. What about you, Mr. Tavis? What are you? You've always been. Have you always been passionate about education and making a difference in people's lives? Like, tell us more about you. We're waiting. We're waiting.
Yes, I've always been passionate about education. Many people have heard me tell the story about when I was in the second grade. My bus used to come late, and so my teacher, Mrs. Linda Brabble, instead of leaving me at the bus ramp or sitting out there with me, she would take me back to the class, and she would teach me the lesson that she would teach the next day. She would teach it to me a day ahead.
Wow.
So I would always be one day ahead of the students. But when that next day came, she would give me the opportunity to teach it to my peers. So in second grade,
Wow.
I was teaching the math lesson every day to the students in my class. And it was from that moment forward that I knew that I was destined to be a teacher. I was always going to be a teacher. It's because of Miss Brabble.
Wow. And so you started out, what's your job path been? Like, you're clearly a director of a lot of things now, but how did you start out? Did you start out as a math teacher and then go to, how did that work?
I did start out as a high school math teacher.
Oh, snap. I was right.
Yeah.
Totally against.
Yeah, I taught math at 3 of our local high schools here.
Wow.
Tampa Bay Tech, Freedom High School, and Chamberlain High School. I later became a high school administrator. After a few years of doing that, I decided I wanted to transition back into full-time ministry. So I came back into full-time working for Manifestations Worldwide. I'm also a professor at the University of Tampa.
Wow.
In which I teach at the education program, in which I have the opportunity to actually train teachers. So it kind of has become full circle to me, because now I'm training teachers.
Wow. So, okay, that's really significant. Because right now there's a shortage of teachers and a shortage of people who are actually passionate about teaching. Is more so I used to be a substitute teacher, so I would hear different conversations from teachers, some who were passionate, some who were just there for I don't know what they were there for. But how do you maintain that passion despite I'm not gonna say dismal environment of being a teacher, or dismal, how do you keep that passion surrounding being an educator?
Because I don't allow the chaos that happens around me to judge how I feel about what I do.
Right.
So if I'm called to the realm of education, if that's my mountain, then that's my mountain. And so people around me can do anything, the kids can do anything, but it's not going to really deter me from what God has called me to do. And so I kind of take the approach, even when training teachers, to help them actually understand the various things that could go on in a classroom, so that they can be better prepared. Because as I told them last night, things happen, and sometimes you're in college, and college doesn't always prepare you for everything that's going to happen in the classroom. But every teacher should have this invisible toolbox with strategies that they can always pull from, so that they're never really caught off guard. Right. And so I take joy in helping them feel that invisible toolbox with various strategies that they can use to work in different settings with different population of kids.
Right. So it's not just about, you're not just there to teach them the coursework and then push them forward, but you're actually there to teach them life lessons, truly.
Correct.
That's really awesome. So, let's think of something fun to ask you guys. What's your favorite memory of from this job, from the position? What's something that makes you smile, a memory that makes you smile from working here in Manifestations Worldwide?
Oh, okay. Many things, really. But most of all is just the strategy behind completing work at a certain time and getting the reports when needed. Also, when we're receiving grants, when we get something that, we got that grant. It's like a labor of love. You go through all of the requirements to satisfy all of the little particulars of the grant, and then you have to kind of do a check. We got that. Okay, we got that. we got that. And then to do it, we sometimes have to make sure we get it at a certain time, and some of that build up and some of that time restraint, all of that comes into play. So we still have to meet those deadlines. It may be a little time restraints. We may have to do extra duty, but all of those memories are in combination. Like we do all of those on certain things. Sometimes we get through with some quickly, but when you remember you had to do all of that and go, we got that.
It's like a feeling of accomplishment.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the grants that we apply for have a lot of work, and they're very tedious, and they want very specific things and that we have to go through, and I go through it, and then she goes through it, and then I go through it again, just to make sure that we followed exactly what they want.
And provide that the backup, because even getting the backup and putting it together, and him sending it off and putting in the package and making sure that they can follow, go up here and then be able to go back and say, that's 3A, that's 2A, that's this A. But putting the package together is like a labor of love. It's like, okay, we're going to make sure this goes and they're going to be able to follow it. You know? So it's a lot.
So it's heartbreaking when we do all of that and then we don't get something because they say, oh, you left this out, or you didn't include this, or you didn't do that. And all we think is, oh my God, we spent all of that time on this and we still left something out.
I guess what I'm seeing too from you guys is that you guys are very meticulous when it comes to the detail, not only with the details of keeping up with, the books and keeping up with, like different things that come with students and how they learn and stuff, but like y'all really care about people's livelihood. Like you make sure that you have a well-oiled machine?
Yeah.
That's what I get from here. But it's also,
that's the system that keeps it working.
Yeah, that's really good. So can y'all tell me more about Bridge of Hope, what you do, what Bridge of Hope is, what else? What MTI is? Because I know we talked about it, but like, what is MTI? What is Bridge of Hope?
So MTI is our theological school at Manifestations Worldwide. It's our degree earning program for students that are seeking degrees. So students are able to earn degrees in Christian psychology, biblical studies, entrepreneurship and innovation, life coaching, pastoral studies, theology, ministerial studies. The list just goes on and on. But students can get associate's degrees, bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, doctorate degrees.
Wow.
In as little as 4 months to 5 years, basically, if a student wants to continue from start to finish, they could actually earn a doctorate degree in 5 years. And the cost is extremely low because we try to stick to the verse in the New Testament that speaks of owing no man nothing but love. Right. We really don't want people to go in debt trying to do what they believe God has called them to.
Right.
Most people that come to our school believe that God has called them to some aspect, whether it is to be a missionary, to be a teacher, to counsel people, to be a life coach, to start business, to start their own ministry. People come for various reasons, and we don't want there to be anything that hinders a student from being successful in completing that.
Right. Wow. So that's MTI. That's amazing. What is Bridge of Hope?
And with Bridge of Hope, that is our educational component for kids. So at this time, Bridge of Hope is a program that's specific to students that are in foster care. Students that are in foster care can come here as almost like an after-school type program. Many of the students that we serve, they don't have a home, they don't have a group home, they don't have a foster home. And so we become that safe place. We cater food for them every day. We have a game room that they're able to go in and decompress in. They're able to do their schoolwork if they choose to. We go on field trips. It's just a safe place for kids.
Wow. And did you, so we know about Manifestations City. Yeah, City. These are integral parts of the city. Did you help build Bridge of Hope? Like when did Bridge of Hope come into play, and what hand did you have in it?
So Bridge of Hope started on February 4th, 2019. The process of getting it started was about a 6-month process. It was after I had decided to transition from my job as an administrator in the Hillsborough County Public School System. And we were just trying to meet the needs in the community. And we saw that that was a need in our community to serve foster care youth, to help the issues that were going on in that system. They didn't have a place for kids to go when they were suspended out of school, during the day if they didn't have a home, if they weren't enrolled in school. And manifestation is all about meeting needs. So it doesn't matter if it's within the 8 walls of our sanctuary or if it's outside of the church within the community. It's just about meeting needs.
Wow, that's awesome. You guys are awesome. No, it's amazing to just have people who are really passionate about their job and like truly care about the community and people being educated. Like, we see so many, especially like Black men, just in the Black community, like education is something that we kind of struggle with, not because we aren't smart enough, but just because, you know, like different systems that are put into place, like maybe our homes are rocky or whatever, but y'all truly cater to caring about people outside of, like, you want to educate them, but you also care about their heart and their emotions and, you know, different things like that, especially like kids in foster care. Like, I've seen kids in foster care who don't even have suitcases. Like, they have bags and stuff. And it's like, y'all have made a safe haven for people, for a kid to be a kid. Like, that's really touching. That's really Christ-like, for real. I think that gets down to the point of we're truly here to be Christ-like and to bring people into love and like show love and different things like that. So, you know, you guys are amazing.
You kind of meeting the need.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. That's it. All right, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, seriously.
This is Manifest Theological Institute, where learners become leaders for life. We offer certificate, associate, and baccalaureate degree programs. Our vision is to see people fulfill their God-given assignment through structured teaching and learning. From the School of the Bible, the School of Ministry, and the School of Leadership, we offer amazing programs. We would love to see you enroll today.
All right, so we are at our adult living facility. I think that's what ALF stands for. So, just waiting on Mr. Renee to open the door for me. We have a couple of, we got a lot of buildings on this campus of Manifestations Worldwide. This is one of them. This facility is directed by Miss Renee.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I got an appointment that I forgot about with my HCC students.
Okay.
And I'll be done with that in like an hour.
Okay. That's fine.
You gonna come back?
Yes.
That's so cute. Let me give you your card.
Okay.
I gotta clean the office up a little bit.
No, this is
Okay.
This is normal. This is nice. The chairs are nice too.
Thank you.
Aw.
Yeah, y'all my babies.
Thank you. When are you getting married?
We haven't set a date yet.
Listen, don't rush it.
I know, right?
Just not even in a bad way. Just like, you know, being a fiance is a beautiful journey too. Being a wife is an amazing journey.
Right.
But it's like you gotta, you know, appreciate both of the,
Right.
you know, things. So, all right, I'll be back.
Okay. Thank
See
you.
ya.
I am the administrator for the assisted living, and on a daily basis, we'll start out in the morning where I give out the medications, they prepare their own breakfast, and they get ready for the day program. Once they're gone, I work on additional information, like getting medication together for my residents. I also schedule doctor's appointments, transportation, prepare dinner, wash clothes.
Wow.
And make sure that whatever their chores are not, that's what I take care of.
So it's safe to say that you're pretty busy.
All the time. On top of being a social worker, and I have a couple of other things that I do in the community. So yes, I am very busy. The beat don't stop. It goes 24 hours a day around here.
That's awesome. How did you like get into this? Like, first of all, not even how did you get into it? How do you balance life? You just got engaged, like you are a social worker. How do you do this?
It takes discipline. I make sure I have my to-do book. I always keep God first. I have my little daily devotionals.
Amen.
And I make sure that I have my me time. So during the week, I hustle and bustle and make sure everything is done between my job here, my interns for Hillsborough Community College as a clinical supervisor, and I'm also a case manager. So I make sure those are done as appointment driven during the week. On the weekend, I have a half a day to myself where I take care of the things that I need to take care of within those hours on Saturday and Sunday, and then when I get back on Sunday evening, it's back to work I go. So It is a very disciplined assignment that I'm in. I can't do it without being disciplined, and I can't do it without the Holy Spirit. It takes work to work.
Wow. So, it takes work to work, and you can't do it without the Holy Spirit. Would you like to show us around and show us, like, maybe walk us through your morning routine and different things like that?
Sure.
As you can see, she has a pretty cute office. We got some cute chairs going on here. All right. We got some plants and stuff. You see it? Yes.
So in the morning, I am taking out medications, preparing them. They all wake up early and get ready, and then attend the day program. Let's see, let me get the keys. The medication cabinet must be locked when I finish using it. All the medications are stored and locked here. So a couple of our clients here are on a very high dosage of medication that has to be given 2 to 3 times a day. So on top of that, I must make sure that they have their medication on time.
Wow. How long have you been doing this?
This makes the 3rd year, going on the 4th year.
Wow. And you love it?
I absolutely love it. Just to see the change as far as when they came. And I always tell them returning back to the hospital is not an option for me. So I treat them as if they are mine. I love on them, they love on me. We have our days and we have our times, but for the most part, we have each other's back, and that's what all that matters.
Right. So I'm just seeing a common thing here at Manifestations Worldwide, where we truly, it's work, but we truly care. It's love.
It's love.
It's love. Like, we truly care about the lives of the people that we're affecting, whether it be at MTI or, our partners or the volunteers who might come, or even the ALF residents.
Yes. It makes a difference, and they'll tell you themselves how they like it here. They'll tell you the truth, how I treat them, what they do. They have the opportunity to be themselves and not be micromanaged and hovered over. They actually be themselves, and I love it. That's what I love about it. Give them that opportunity to grow and heal and succeed in what they want to do. So when they leave, they'll leave different. They'll leave better than what they did when they came.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So follow me. I have Lamisha. She was in here working on Gwen's computer. She's very tech savvy.
Oh.
Oh, that's Lamisha right now. Lamisha.
Hi,
was
Lamisha.
helping me. Thank you, Lamisha. So they have the choice of coming in here if they want to watch television, just kind of chill out. We have Letitia in the back. We're going to Okay, so this is where we prepare dinner. Again, they have the liberty. I don't micromanage, and I don't, handhold them. I leave food in the refrigerator, so if they want a sandwich, or if they want oodle noodles, or if they want fruit or vegetables, whatever it is, they have it here. So they come in, they get it in, and they go and have their lunch or whatever, and then they go back to their room, read on the internet, on their phone, whatever they want to do.
So is this something that you've always been passionate about? Like, did you know from like maybe when you were a teenager or a child that you had the capacity to care for a large group of people?
I did actually. Dropping out in the 8th grade and single mom, raising 3 kids. Once I raised them and decided to go back to school, I got my diploma, then my first degree at Hillsborough Community College, and then I obtained my bachelor's at St. Leo University. And it was a passion. I've always wanted to have a group home and help young single moms. And in 2014, Dr. Jones and Lady Lisa gave me that opportunity to start a group home here with Eckerd Community College.
Wow.
We started that group home. We had volunteers that volunteered their time to help the girls with life skills and helping them with their community events, like going to different doctor's appointments, medication, movies, whatever it was. So we built the whole program, the curriculum, and we monitored that and changed it and tweaked it as we needed to. But yes, it's always been a passion of mine. So I ended that part and shifted over to this part totally at the house here back in August of last year. It was like I had a baby and I had to give that baby to someone else to nurture.
Right.
So yes, it had always been a passion of mine, and I did exactly what I needed to do. So my heart is grateful for my spiritual parents that allowed me that opportunity.
Wow. Okay. What's one of your favorite parts about this, or what's a funny memory that you have from doing this?
When we first started the housing program over at the group home, Gwendolyn and I were the night riders. We rode at night to catch the girls in the house with the young men. And that particular night, we didn't know what was going to happen. So, got a young lady that had been looking for me. And when she found me, someone said, someone's out there looking for you. So I went out to the back of the church and I found her. She just fell in my arms. So long story short, we ended up letting her move into the house, and she was the recruiter for sex trafficking.
Wow.
And so Gwen Gaddis and I were the night riders, and we were up 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning going over to surprise these young ladies. So we went in, and Gwen went in first, and I went in the I was coming. She was already in there, and she caught a guy going in, and then I went around the back, caught a guy going out. And so by the time they got to the front door, the police was out there. So they're in the car. We get them all done, and we go around the corner and come back. They were coming in like ants. They was just, they were all over the place. Young men in and out the house. That's how fast it was happening.
Wow.
So Gwen,
this is in one night?
In one night, within an hour.
Wow.
So what happened was, we went in, and the young lady came. She had locked her room door, and she came in. She said, Miss Renee, don't open my door. And she came around with a knife. I said, girl, give me that knife. So I got the knife or whatever and opened the door. There were men in the closet. We went in the other room. Gwen was the one that was the private investigator. So she would always find them under the bed.
Oh my gosh.
It was just crazy. So to see that type of action, it was hilarious. But to see that type of action, anything could have happened, but God allowed us to get up that time of morning and catch them lives were saved.
And this happened one time or multiple times?
It happened multiple times, but that was the biggest.
Wow.
That was the biggest. So that night, Gwen caught the guy coming out of the closet, and she said, "Tell me your name." And he said,
Pastor Gwen?
Yes. No. Gwen Gaddis.
Oh, okay.
So she asked him his name, and he said, ma'am, please, I don't want to go to jail. We said, we just called the police, and we squared up because we thought, we didn't know what he was going to do. So he said, please let me go. Please. And she said, you know Jesus? He said, I do today. If you die today, where would you go? He said, I don't know, but I want to get out of here. I'm scared. I don't need to go back to jail. That guy, she said the sinner's prayer with him. He left, but he was running. You seen dust on his feet. He said, I ain't never coming back to this place. And we ain't never seen him again. And we have never had that problem again.
Wow.
So it was some good times. It was some bad times. It was some challenging times. But most of all, these girls called one of us on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis, just to see how we're doing, just to say we need something, just for prayer. They actually come to church too.
Wow.
So we've had some good times, and we see them often. So I thank God for the opportunity here at the Center for Manifestation.
Wow. Thanks, Miss Renee. Introduce yourself too.
Hi, my name is Latia Teresa Gallen. I'm an artist, and I love drawing and painting and sketching.
Nice. So
Go ahead.
how has it been living here and just experiencing, life living here?
I kind of like it here.
Nice. That's good.
What do
That's
you
good.
We watch TV and cooking every Wednesdays, and keep the keep the house nice and clean every day. Earn money.
She earns money for that, for her.
Really?
Chores. Sure. I did mopping and sweeping.
Wow. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So you keep it pretty clean around here.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am. That's amazing. You're definitely needed and loved here too. That's from what Miss Renee tells me.
Mm-hmm.
And appreciated. That's awesome.
Right. So tell me about a good time that you had here that you really remember and you enjoy.
It was amazing. I have a great time being here. Miss Ray's a very nice woman. She's very nice to me, and she's amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. I love having you here. And like I said, when I met her, she was, needing love. And I displayed that love to her as she was my own. And she's doing really well. And I can say I really appreciate her for, asking and wanting to be here, because I wanted her here.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Can I see some of your art?
Sure.
Oh, wow. Oh, you're a real artist. Mm-hmm. That's nice. Do you color them?
Mm-hmm.
I'm an artist too.
Really?
Yeah, maybe we could I'll come back and we could do some art or something.
You have
together.
any colored art
Mm-hmm.
that you colored already?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
Letitia.
It was nice meeting you.
Mm-hmm.
You have a good day and keep on making those pretty drawings.
If I can find the coloring one.
It's okay. I'm sure you will. That's nice. This is an amazing place.
Yeah, we like it. Currently in transition for a larger scale. So we're really excited about that. That's when we're shifting gears. So yeah, that series just fell right in place.
Wow, that is very true. Oh, is this some of her art on the wall?
That's what another young lady made for me, Danielle.
We got some artists here.
Yeah, they love to draw.
Wow. Huh. I might have to come and do some painting sessions or something.
They would love it. They came there. One of Lamisha's mother came and did painting with a twist day with them, and she had a lot of nice painting. They all painted. They had drinks and food and snacks. So the families are very involved as well.
Wow. All right.
Sunday mornings, 8 o'clock and 10:30 a.m. There are so many ways to partner with us. If God is using this ministry to impact your life and you would like to reach others by sowing a seed, text the word GIVE to 754-210-8654. Visit www.centerformanifestation.com to stay connected with us. Also, visit us on YouTube at Manifestations Worldwide. This is the season for the manifestation of the sons of God. Be blessed and manifest.